Hello to the lovely Taurus. This is Brandon with Wow here to do your weekly energetic reading for August 7th through the 14th. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week so far. Hopefully the weekend was good for you as well. I hope you got to check out that Weekend Vibes video and it brought to you everything that you wanted it to and kept away everything that you didn't want even to come near you. For everybody who's a first-time viewer, thank you for rocking with me. For those who keep coming back, I appreciate any likes, shares, or subscribes. Thank you for spending some time with your boy. I really do appreciate that, and you guys are the best. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we have for the beautiful... Wow, that didn't take long, now did it? Where did they go? Okay. So, starting out for the beautiful, beautiful Taurus, we're going to make sure that we're tending to the soil around us, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves internally so that we're not only, taking care of the environment around us, but also from within. We want to battle against depression. You have to understand your self-worth. You can't allow somebody else to give that to you. You have to own that. You have to realize that you are powerful, that you have gone through a lot, and for a reason. It wasn't for nothing. Like, a lot of us have done this work, and we're able to assist others with the wisdom gained from slogging through the mud. And this also has to do with, maybe getting out there, and if you haven't been active in a while, and you're wondering what your next step is taking charge and say, I'm going to try it. I'll try this. I'll try that. See where it takes you. Sometimes it's about stepping into the unknown so that you can gain profound knowledge that you didn't know it was even there before. But yes, let's make sure that we're being aware of our self-worth, that we're taking care of our own tree. We don't have to rely on anybody else to do this for us. We can't. We have to do this for ourselves, because a lot of times people can let you down. People can tell you the wrong thing. People can misguide you. They can give you what they would do, and that is nothing like you would do. So let's make sure that we're being aware of this for ourselves and taking responsibility for ourselves. And if this is also speaking to taking responsibility for others around you, then do that, because that's very powerful for you. That's what inspires people to keep going, you and them, is when somebody shows that they care, when somebody uses their own ambition to bring somebody else along for the ride. That's very powerful for you, and that's a way to start. That's how you're starting out the week. You're in a place of responsibility. You're taking charge of your world, taking hold of your fate and saying, I'm going to mold it into this. I'm going to make it into that. I'm going to try this out. You're doing that, Taurus. That's what this card means. This is your present state of being, and that's wonderful. Continue to do this, because this is very powerful for you over the next 7 days. This is your stability right now, is taking charge of your own destiny. Taking your own tree in your own hands so that nobody else can mess it up. Nobody can chop it down. Nobody can poison your tree as long as it's in your hands, like you see in the card here. That's a wonderful way to start this week out. And let's make sure that we're staying in that childish, playful state of being, making sure we're not too serious. I know we just came out of a very, very troubling period, some of us, or most of us, and it can make you feel like, I just don't know if I can smile anymore. And yes, you can. And the way you're going to do that is by reacquainting yourself with those things that used to make you want to run outside barefoot and jump in the grass and try to grab a rainbow out the sky like the child in this card. We want to make sure that we're allowing ourselves that wonderment, because that solar plexus energy, that's what charges us up. That's the battery that provides the fuel for everything else in our lives. If the solar plexus gets corrupted, if the Manipura is not cracking on all levels, then you're working from a place of devastation. You're working from a place of hopelessness. You're working from a place of no ambition, of self-doubt. And people don't realize that the solar is where the ego comes from. And if you have the ego of a child, you just want to enjoy your life. And you want others to enjoy it. And you want to do things that bring joy to your life and be around people who make you feel welcome and who you love to be around. That's inner child thinking right there. That's that spirit. That's the personality you want to have, is the personality of the kid who's just eyes wide, smile ear to ear, and excited about everything coming to them, because we are coming out of the period of despair. We are coming out of that troublesome storm that had us, stuck in the mud. We're coming out of that. So let's continue to thrive in that energy. Keep your mind on the energy that brings you that fire from within. And also, for my beautiful Taurus out there, let's make sure we're doing things that bring us pleasure, not in a corruptive way, not in a short-sighted kind of, this is just a quick fix for me kind of thing. We want to make sure that we're avoiding those kinds of things. That way we don't miss out on the pleasures in life that are long-term, that aren't going anywhere. I don't know why it's doing that little, I hope it's not doing that little weird, maybe I'm too close to the camera, so maybe we'll back up a little bit. But we want to make sure, get rid of that blur. What the hell? Alright. Sorry about that, guys. It's still not as clear as I'd like it to be. But let's make sure that we're not dwelling or overindulging in things that are only temporary pleasures. Things that aren't long-term, things that don't feed our sacral energy with sweetness. And that's what the word for the sacral chakra is, vadasthana. And that means sweetness. That's your heart is what gives you the ability to love. Your sacral is what gives that love the sweetness, which gives it that gentleness, which gives it that ability to emote kindness and be compassionate. So realize this for yourself. Do things that please you in a creative way. Do works of creation, because those are deeply pleasing to your soul. Mine too. I draw, I dance, I do a lot of things to keep most of my chakras in alignment with their higher selves. And that's what I want to extend to you, is to do the same for yourself. Bring pleasures into your life that aren't so short-sighted. Also, for the beautiful Taurus, let's keep that third eye energy going. Start to visualize what it is that you want to become. Start to visualize the world that you want to see around you. And that's going to be big for you. That third eye is our superpower right now. It's what's really making things manifest in our life almost instantaneously. Like, we think it, and then there it is. We desire something to occur, and then it starts happening. And that's what manifestation is all about. It's about visualizing it, and then it's like it gravitates towards you. You use your own gravity to your advantage when you start to visualize with your third eye. You start to speak it into existence just by the thought of it. The thought is a vibration. It does go out there. It's maybe not as powerful as coming out of your Visuddha, out of your throat chakra, but it is still powerful. It is something that is active in the world. Once you think something, you can almost guarantee that something else in the universe has heard that thought. So be aware of that and start to visualize the things in your life that you want to bring into it. Okay? I don't know why my camera keeps doing that little jumpy thing. It's very annoying, and I hope it doesn't end up in the finished product. But if it does, I apologize to you guys. But also, let's stay grounded by making sure that we're aware of what we are doing, what we own for ourselves, what we have in this world, and don't allow anybody to take that from you. We've done all this work for a reason. It'd be a shame if somebody was able to come in and just snatch it by telling you that what you've done is a complete pile of BS and you should go back to being your old self. What? No. We've done all of this work so that we can acknowledge what it is that we truly hold in our lives, so we can take stock of what it truly means to be us, so that our foundation is strong out the gate. So that when we start to walk again, we know we aren't going to stumble into a pile of quicksand because the ground beneath us is secure. This is Muladhara. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. Muladhara energy here. This is base chakra energy. This is your roots in the ground, and that's taking possession of what it is that you truly own. Don't get caught up on material things. Yeah, they're nice, but allow those things to come to you instead of just desiring them because it's a status symbol. Because such and such has it, I should have it, so I can be as good as such and such. Negative. You don't need any of that stuff to exist in your power, Taurus. You naturally have it. You're naturally standing in it. So continue to rock that way. Also, for the beautiful Taurus, money train a coming. You guys have done a lot of work. It's been a struggle. A lot of things maybe have been taken from you, but a lot of things are coming your way. So allow that. I know it's been mind-racking. I'm a Taurus too. It's been absolutely mind-racking how long it's been since we have felt absolutely comfortable in our financial environments. But guess what? That's taking shape, it's taking form. And the delivery truck is right down the block, about to stop in front of your temple and make a big ass delivery. So be aware of that for yourself and allow the universe to shape your destiny with you. Instead of working against the current of the river, you have to, when you swim across a river, you can't swim against it and hope to get where you're going in any kind of good shape or time. You have to swim with the current of the river in order to get where you're going the fastest. And that's how it is in the river of life. Don't go against the flow, go with it. And become the flow if you can. That's Taoism right there. Become the flow. Like Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. Water doesn't take the shape of anything. It takes the shape of the water to hold it, to retain it, to keep it from escaping. So become water. Exist in a state of flow. And we're going to pull one more from the bottom, Taurus. And look at that. We're going to get active. We're going to put good actions, good vibrations, not only from our vocals, from our auric plate, but also from a physical standpoint with what we're actually doing in the world. We want to make sure that we're acting with the grace that we have from our crown all the way down to our roots, all the way down to our feet on the ground. Let's make sure that we're staying grounded by being active in our environments, but in a way that is constructive and beneficial for us. Okay? That's going to keep us grounded. That's going to keep our foundation strong and secure, and make sure that we're not just thinking majestically, but moving through our world with the same regality. So keep that in mind as you move through this universe in the next 7 days, and that's going to be very powerful for you, Taurus. Well, that's all I have for you for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. I'll be talking with you more towards the weekend with your weekend energetic reading. Until then, go and check out my kineticism video if you want to see some ways in which I get active, in which I get kinetic within this world. The playlist is called Kineticism. It's on my channel. I also try to make them a little visually stimulating for you guys, so it's not just, some guy just kind of, moving around. But go out there and do it for yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Continue to exist in that wonderful solar inner child glow that you have right now. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and namaste.